Hey everyone, welcome back to the Couples Journey blog series podcast. We're on part 4 of the series, Do You Promise Not to Tell? Today, Annie will share how her attention to detail and her way of processing thoughts have taught her some important lessons about trusting God. She'll talk about how her usual desire to understand fully can sometimes lead her down to difficult paths, especially when dealing with private matters involving loved ones. May Annie's reflection encourage you to trust God more during challenges and uncertainties. Here's Annie.
My attention to detail didn't just affect my inclination to paper crafting. It also influenced how I process my thoughts. Even when I have sincere intentions to understand, sometimes going too deep or too far can cause trouble. That's why I always remind myself of Solomon's note in Proverbs. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and do not lean on your own understanding. Proverbs 3 verse 5. Sometimes, God allows us to go through circumstances where Ray, my husband, and I keep things between us. It's very challenging to involve others, not because we don't trust them, but because the situation may not seem helpful or appropriate for others to discover. Another challenge I often face when dealing with private matters with Ray is how those situations impact him or any of our loved ones. It pains me to see injustice or mistreatment of those I care about, especially now as we are exposed to God's truth and see how Satan actively influences others. It becomes even harder. I've experienced moments when my emotional reactions didn't help at all. Instead, they just added more complications. Both of these challenges test me a lot. In moments like that, I rely on God, Jesus' modeling, and the influence of the Holy Spirit. I ask myself how Jesus would respond in this situation. I remember how Jesus faced difficulties while ministering here on earth. Then I pray and ask the Holy Spirit for His guidance and influence. I know I can't handle challenges like this on my own, especially when we feel confined and limited in our processing. Thank God that my relationship with Him was restored through Jesus Christ. I don't have to carry these burdens alone, neither with Ray nor by myself. We can lean on His Word for ongoing guidance and the strength to persevere. Moments like this also become opportunities for Ray and me to grow closer, build trust, and strengthen our bond. It took some time to reach this place with Ray. We faced many challenges, and at times we almost questioned our togetherness. But God intervened, and we responded to His call. We've learned that we don't have to carry the weight of private matters on our own. In fact, when we allow God to work through these moments, they can become powerful testimonies.
Before we close, we want to invite you to engage with us and support the Couples Journey blog series podcast. By following this channel, leaving comments, and sharing episodes with your family and friends, you're helping us in our mission to transform marriages today. Your support encourages more couples to seek God's guidance and grow stronger together. Thank you for being part of this journey. Together, we can make a difference. Here's the final part of today's episode.
Thank you for listening to Annie's honest reflection. Our tendency to go deep or try to resolve everything on our own can sometimes complicate things. But God invites us to lean on His wisdom and grace. In those moments when we feel confined or overwhelmed, we're reminded that we don't carry our burdens alone. Through Jesus, we've been restored, and through the Holy Spirit, we are guided and strengthened. I pray that you will find comfort in knowing that God works through our struggles to draw us closer to Him and to one another. As you face your own challenges, may you remember to trust in His perfect plan and lean not on your own understanding. Until next time, may God bless you and give you peace in every circumstance.